Cosmo was drifting gently through a calm part of space when something strange caught his eye. Ahead of him, a wide ring of glowing colors spun slowly around a perfectly dark center. The swirling lights mixed like paint, turquoise, pink, lavender, and gold, moving in smooth, graceful curves. It didn't look dangerous at all. In fact, it looked almost magical, like space was showing its secret artwork. Cosmo tilted his head slightly, trying to understand how something could shine so brightly while hiding something so completely invisible in the middle. He felt excitement rise in his chest, knowing he had just discovered something very unusual.
Whoa, that looks amazing! It's like a giant glowing circle in the sky. But what's inside that dark part? Why doesn't it shine like everything around it? I really want to know what this thing is.
Scanning. Bright swirling matter detected. Center appears completely dark. Pattern suggests unidentified cosmic mystery. Cosmo, please observe carefully.
Cosmo drifted a bit closer, moving slowly through the soft glow of the swirling colors. As he observed the scene more carefully, he realized the glowing ring wasn't shining like a normal star at all. Instead, the light came from gas and dust spinning incredibly fast around the center, so fast that the material heated up and glowed with bright, beautiful colors. Cosmo leaned forward slightly, amazed at how the universe could create something so bright and so dark at the same time. The silent center looked like a perfect hole carved into space, yet everything around it moved with incredible energy. From this safe distance, it felt more like a cosmic wonder than something scary.
So, that dark spot really doesn't shine at all? But everything around it is glowing like a rainbow swirl. It's so strange. How can something be there but be completely invisible? And why does all that gas spin so fast? It looks like it's being pulled toward the middle, almost like it's falling in.
Observation confirmed. Central region is a black hole. Black holes do not let any light escape, so they appear perfectly dark. Surrounding material heats up from extreme spinning speed, creating bright, glowing colors. This is called an accretion disk.
Cosmo slowly leaned closer as the swirling colors around the dark center became even more detailed. Each glowing ribbon of gas looked like it was following a perfect path, moving in smooth curves that wrapped tightly around the invisible core. The colors weren't random. They formed a breathtaking spiral that seemed to stretch endlessly. Cosmo remembered something he had once learned about stars, that the biggest ones could collapse into incredibly heavy objects. If this really was a black hole, then he was looking at the powerful remains of a star that had lived a long life before shrinking into something impossibly dense.
So this whole thing used to be a star? That's unbelievable. How can a star that was so bright become something completely dark? And if it's so heavy, does that mean everything nearby gets pulled in super fast? I wonder how much stuff it has already swallowed.
Correct. When a massive star runs out of fuel, it collapses under its own gravity. The center becomes extremely dense, forming a black hole. Only material very close to it gets pulled in.
Cosmo tilted his head as he studied the glowing disk again. He noticed tiny spark-like flashes along the edge, as if the gas was heating up more and more as it spun. These flashes weren't dangerous. They were simply signs of how fast the material was moving. Cosmo imagined himself stirring a cup of colourful paint, watching the colours blend and spiral around the centre. Except this time, the paint was space dust, and the stirring force was gravity so intense it bent everything around it. The idea made him feel both tiny and amazed.
It's like the gas is glowing from the speed. That's crazy! And the colors, they're so bright. I never knew something so powerful could look so beautiful. Does every black hole have a ring like this? And why doesn't the black hole just glow too, if everything is so hot around it?
Black holes remain dark because no light escapes from them. The glowing ring forms only when nearby material gets hot while spinning. Some black holes have bright disks, others don't.
Cosmo floated quietly for a moment, trying to picture how strong the gravity of a black hole really was. He imagined placing a tiny marble and a huge bowling ball on a trampoline. Both would make dents, but the bowling ball would sink much deeper. A black hole was like the deepest dent of all, bending space so strongly that even light couldn't climb out of it. Cosmo lifted his eyes toward the spinning ring again, noticing how the colours moved faster the closer they got to the centre. He felt as if he were witnessing the universe's biggest gravitational magnet.
So gravity is the reason everything spins like this? It's pulling the gas in just like a magnet pulls metal. But if the pull is so strong, why doesn't everything get sucked in right away? Some of the gas just keeps spinning instead of falling inside.
Correct. Not all material falls in. Some moves fast enough to orbit. Only matter that gets too close crosses a point of no return, called the event horizon.
Cosmo lifted his gaze toward the bright upper edge of the disk. There, the colours stretched outward like glowing ribbons being pulled into a tight spiral. It reminded him of the way water circled a drain, except here, the drain didn't look like a hole. It looked like pure darkness, a place where no light could escape. Yet the surrounding glow made the entire scene feel warm and strangely peaceful. Cosmo imagined the black hole quietly shaping its surroundings without making a sound, like an artist who paints with gravity instead of brushes.
It's like the black hole is pulling everything into a giant cosmic swirl, but it's also really calm. I expected something loud or stormy, but it's just silent and smooth. Does the black hole make anything happen to space around it? Like, does it stretch things?
Yes, black holes bend space and time around them. Nearby objects feel strong stretching forces. Farther away, the effect becomes gentle and safe.
Cosmo floated slightly to the side, wanting a new angle of the swirling disk. From here, he noticed something even more curious. The light closest to the centre looked bent, almost as if the black hole was warping the view around it. The ring seemed to stretch in places where the gravity was strongest, giving it a curved, distorted appearance that didn't match normal space. Cosmo blinked and leaned in, amazed by how the black hole acted like a giant cosmic magnifying glass.
The light looks like it's bending. That's so weird. Is the black hole bending the space around it like a stretchy rubber sheet? So even light gets curved before it escapes?
Correct. Strong gravity bends light. This is called gravitational lensing. It makes the glowing ring look stretched or curved in unusual ways.
Cosmo took a slow breath, amazed at how much was happening in front of him. The black hole didn't roar, shake, or explode. It simply bent the universe around it with silent power. He wondered how scientists on Earth studied these mysterious objects if they couldn't see the black hole directly. The glowing disk made sense, but what about black holes without one? Cosmo imagined distant telescopes searching for tiny clues, like the wobble of nearby stars or the bending of light that passed too close.
If black holes are invisible, how do people even find them? They can't just take a picture of the dark spot, right? So do they look at the stars around it? Or maybe the way light bends when a black hole is hiding behind something?
Correct. Scientists detect black holes by studying nearby stars, X-rays, and light bending. Even when invisible, black holes leave clues in their surroundings.
Cosmo glanced upward, imagining enormous telescopes spread across mountaintops on Earth, machines powerful enough to observe tiny motions in faraway galaxies. He pictured scientists working together, comparing data to uncover the shape, weight, and spin of black holes. Cosmo felt inspired. Even though black holes seemed scary in stories, the truth was they were simply part of the universe's natural life cycle. They were powerful, yes, but from the right distance, they were perfectly safe and incredibly fascinating.
It's so cool that people can find something they can't even see. Black holes leave clues like a space mystery, and scientists solve them. I want to learn more about how they spin and how big they can get. Some must be huge.
Affirmative. Some black holes are small, formed from single stars. Others are supermassive, millions of times heavier, living in the centers of galaxies.
Cosmo widened his eyes as he imagined a supermassive black hole sitting right at the center of a giant galaxy. He pictured stars orbiting around it like dancers moving in a quiet cosmic rhythm. Although the black hole itself stayed invisible, its gravity shaped the entire galaxy, guiding stars along their paths. Cosmo realized that black holes were not monsters. They were powerful engines that helped organize the universe. The idea made him feel a sense of respect for the quiet strength of these mysterious objects.
So black holes can be as big as millions of suns? That's unbelievable! And they help hold entire galaxies together? That means they're not scary. They're super important. It's amazing that something so dark can do something so bright for the universe.
Correct. Supermassive black holes influence galaxy motion. They are stable from safe distances and play important roles in cosmic structure.
Cosmo slowly drifted to a new angle, watching the bright galaxy spin gently in the distance. He imagined the black hole at its center, not as something dangerous, but as a silent conductor guiding the stars in their orbits. The swirling motion looked so peaceful from far away. Cosmo realized that black holes weren't chaotic. They were steady and powerful, shaping the cosmos with invisible hands. He thought about how amazing it was that something completely invisible could have such a huge effect on everything around it.
It's like the black hole is the heart of the whole galaxy, beating quietly, holding everything together. I used to think black holes were scary, but now they seem calm and important. I wonder what would happen if the black hole wasn't there. Would the stars just drift away?
Correct. Without central gravity, stars would move differently. Black holes help maintain stable orbits in many galaxies.
Cosmo turned slightly and let his eyes follow the spiraling arms of the galaxy. Each star seemed to move with perfect timing, like dancers in a cosmic performance. Far away from the center, everything felt gentle and balanced. Cosmo imagined floating inside a vast, cosmic whirlpool where every point had its own rhythm. The contrast between the dark, silent center and the glowing spiral around it made him appreciate how many different forms beauty could take in space.
It's amazing how the stars move together like a giant space dance. And the black hole is right in the middle, making everything work. But how do scientists know how heavy a black hole is if they can't see it? Do they measure how fast the stars are moving around it?
Exactly. Scientists calculate mass by measuring star speeds. Faster orbits mean a heavier black hole. Data helps estimate size and strength.
Cosmo floated downward slightly to see the swirling disk once more. He noticed that even though everything around the black hole looked incredibly energetic, the center remained completely still. The contrast felt strange but beautiful, like watching a storm from far away while standing in a calm, quiet spot. Cosmo realized that black holes didn't try to pull in everything across the universe. Their influence only reached so far. It was only when objects came too close that they couldn't escape.
So the black hole doesn't suck in everything everywhere? Only things that get too close. That makes so much sense. I thought black holes were like giant vacuum cleaners, but now I get it. They just follow the rules of gravity like everything else.
Correct. Black holes do not chase objects. Only matter near the event horizon is pulled inside. Faraway objects stay safe and stable.
Cosmo raised his gaze and took in the whole scene. The swirling colors, the silent center, and the graceful motion of stars far away. The universe felt huge, but also gentle and full of mysteries waiting to be explored. Cosmo felt proud for not being afraid. He had learned that black holes weren't monsters, but natural parts of space that played an important role. His curiosity had turned something scary into something fascinating, proving that learning could change how the world looked.
This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm really glad we came here, Echo. I feel like I understand black holes so much better now. They're powerful, but also kind of peaceful. I can't wait to explore even more space mysteries.
Agreement. Exploration successful. Curiosity increased. More cosmic knowledge awaits.
Cosmo took one last look at the glowing cosmic swirl before him. He felt grateful for the chance to witness one of the universe's most mysterious objects up close. Even though black holes were powerful, they were also quiet, steady, and deeply important. As Cosmo drifted away, he felt a warm spark of curiosity growing inside him. Space was full of wonders, and he was ready to discover them all, one mystery at a time.
Goodbye, mysterious black hole. Thanks for the lesson. Echo, let's keep exploring. I want to see what amazing things we'll discover next.
Navigation ready. New adventure path loading. More mysteries await, Cosmo.